Hello, Facebook and LinkedIn, even YouTube. It's been a while, yeah? Life is better with a smile. I tell you, I'm actually a little bit nervous tonight. I haven't been around for a while and I'm going to get back to being on camera, back to stepping up and sharing my smile with the world because it's time. It's time to reconnect. It's time, what we used to say, it's time to bridge the gaps. It's time to reconnect and the time is now. Big changes have happened since you've last seen me. Big changes. Still changing the world, one pair of socks at a time. Had an amazing couple of community connections. Pat Henderson and I have been out lately, but walking the streets and just connecting with people. Always have socks in my pocket because I think that's an important part of me. There's been some big changes since I've last been up. Last year, you haven't seen me for a little while, but last year we had a big change. We had a not-for-profit, had a pretty interesting scenario with a management company, and it depleted me. So I went into Christmas, and a good mate Shorty, who is an amazing man, James Short, someone I love with all of my heart. Hey, check out the nails too. But someone I love with all of my heart. Stepped away from the business of Smiles to focus on his family and basketball because his daughter Lily's doing an amazing job over there. She's over in the US going again. So looking for sponsorship to support them. Hey, Sarah, how are you? So that's a big change, right? Part of me's not here. The other half, James Short, not with me, so I'm on my own. Or am I? last sort of 4 or 5 months, so I've sort of been a little bit of limbo as how am I going to project? How am I going to step up to the plate? How am I going to turn up with my smile, right? And thanks, Sarah. That's fantastic. But the reality is, right, life is better with a smile. And I'm going to share with you how we got to that because one of the things for me that's super important is wearing my smile up front, right? Because when I wear the smile up front, when I look at people, they're already smiling at me because they see the smile. But that wasn't always the case, right? For a long time, I didn't own my story. My story owned me. So therefore, I projected that emotion. I had that feeling of discomfort, the feeling of not being able to be me and embrace me because I was running from it. And for many, many years, I projected that. Once I owned my story, found my inner smile, then I put my external smile on, and it was received really well. But part of the journey that I've been on lately is creating a new board. Alan Stevens has been with the board for a long time. Alan Stevens, I hope you know Alan. If you don't know Alan, check him out. Go through my friend list or go on LinkedIn, find out who Alan Stevens is. He's an amazing man. Has been a part of the board since the start. Still a part of the board. But we need more than just 2 members on the board. So I've been looking for new board members, and I'm so stoked to have good men around me. But if you think about it, there's probably good men around you too. A lot of good men. I'm just thinking about that for a moment, all the good men in my life, and I'm so grateful for that. But I'm really super grateful for the men who have stepped up to the board. 2 people who are part of my journey, but a big piece of my heart too. Paul Purdon, what a beautiful man he is. He stepped up to the plate with the business of Smiles and taken on a board position. And I'm going to share something with you in a minute. And this is precisely the reason why he is so important to me and so important to the business of Smiles and what we're doing moving forward. Seriously excited, right? And the other amazing human, Daryl Vine. I don't know if hopefully you saw Daryl and I last year do a few podcasts, and we will be getting back into it the latter part of the year this year. I am so privileged to have such good, strong men with me walking this journey because I know in every single community there's amazing men, and I can't wait to celebrate it with you. Smiles for Life has been amazing, something that's been going on, and that's really supporting our men. I look forward to sharing that program with you. But more importantly today, I want to share with you about life is better with a smile. Because my life is better with a smile. I think your life is better with a smile. One of the things that, and you know what? How funny is this? I'm actually nervous coming up tonight. I haven't been nervous for ages, but this is good. This is good. One of the things that's happened for me is we actually had another amazing human being living with us for the last 5 months, and I haven't had my space. Like, this is my office. See all of Oscar, my bits and pieces, the things that are important to me are all behind me. I think we're all like trees. I think that's really important to me. So I've got my space back, so which makes me feel stronger, gives me my smile back. But this amazing human being came to us, and he had a few opportunities he had to work through. Oh my God, how amazing is he today? He's doing so many beautiful things. Thank you, Sarah. I do appreciate that. No need to be nervous. Where we go? See, I've even got now to do this. I really appreciate that, and that's one thing that I'm really starting to realize. The amount of people that do have my back, the amount of people that do believe in what we're doing with the Business of Smiles, the amount of people that believe that a pair of socks really can change the world. So thank you, Sarah. I do appreciate that. So back to the guys, to the young guy. This young guy has just, I've learned so much, and I know he's learned a lot by living with this. It's such a how would I say it? It's an amazing journey when you get to live and embrace somebody as they change, as they grow, as they step into being an amazing human being, as they step into seeing something that they didn't know they could be. So for that, I'm forever grateful. But now I've got my space back. So now it's time to get back up and about and share some more smiles, because I'm pretty sure, and Sarah, I really thank you, because it does mean a lot to me to share my smile. I love turning up and getting all the comments that say, hey, that meant a lot to me. I think that's just amazing. So back on air. How that looks this year, I'm not quite sure, but we've had to work on a couple of things in order for that to happen. We've got the website to change, or lots of things to sort of work on. However, those three amazing men that I talked about, Alan Stevens, Paul Purdon, and Darryl Vine, the single thing they've asked me to do is to go deep inside me and find my why. Why do I do what I do? Why do I want to walk the streets and connect with those sleeping rough, numbing themselves, someone sitting on a park bench that just needs a smile? Why do I want to do that? What is it that makes me want to do that? Why do I want to go and sit at the Bayside Community Kitchen for 18 months and just sit next to the Methadone Clinic just to get to know my community? Why do I want to support men through the Smiles for Life programs in order to get them, feeling good about themselves? Well, the reality is that my life is better with a smile. Do you know how hard that was for me to see that? Do you know how hard it was for me to actually find just that sentence? I went through so many versions for 2 months. The guys helped me. They wouldn't let me move forward. They wouldn't let me do anything until such time as I found my why. What is the reason why I do what I do? And it hurt. It hurt because I'm turning up to board meetings and I still didn't have my why nutted out. Monday just gone. I got to the meeting again and I didn't have it. And I was angry. I was frustrated. I said to the guys, I'm so sick of this. I want to move forward. I've got things I want to do. I know what I want to do. I want to give our men a safe place to be. I want to give our men a place where they can have a conversation. I want to give a place where they can just sit and listen and learn from one another. I want to walk the streets touching hearts. I want to speak to corporate opportunities about how to better connect with one another, how a single smile can really make a difference to people. And they're like, can't do that until you find your why. Angry, because I want to get that done. I'm steamrolling them. I'm frustrated. The beautiful, amazing, courageous Paul Purdon turned around during the board meeting. I said, I can't, Scott. I can't even listen to you now. I guess I'm watching you. I need your why. We came here to get your why. And I just went, oh, I just can't get it. I just can't see it. I can't understand it. I can't, why? Because, men need to be safe. Why? Because I wasn't safe. Why? Because, we can do better as a community. Why? Because I believe in humanity. I'm just a bloke just trying to be the best version of himself. what is it? What, like, what is my why? What do you, Daryl turns around and goes, Scott, is your life better with a smile? And I sat and I thought about that, and I'm like, oh my God. The reality is that I was turning up in the world a very different person until I found my inner smile. People would go away from me before I had my smile. Now people come towards me. Now people engage with me. Now I connect with others because I found my smile. My life is better with a smile. I am so happy to have found that. I'm so happy to have been challenged. But the number one thing for me, so I'm so grateful to have good men in my life. I'm so grateful to have men that will hold me accountable with love in their heart, will hold me to being the best version of me because they care about me, because they care about the message and the impact and the sorry, which one? It's backwards. The smile, right? A simple smile. It does make a difference. Here's the thing. 11,500 pairs of socks have gone out into our community, right? Yes, some of them have been worn out. Yes, some of them, probably be in the bin right about now. But that's 11,500 opportunities for people to smile. And this is what I love about these socks. This is what I love about it. And it's not just about the socks, it's about the connection. If you have a pair of socks, if you're lucky enough to have a pair of socks and you open your drawer, how do you feel when you open the drawer? Do you remember getting them in your hands? Still got to get that bloody internet fixed. I might have to speak to Mr. Elon Musk, I think. But if yeah, and that's exactly right, Sarah. Thank you. And it's not just the socks. It's the thought that somebody cares about you. It's the thought that in the moment someone took the time just to say thank you. Like I've got some stories coming up over the next little bit that are just amazing. Where you'll understand why I'm laughing so much in a minute. I met a man in a urinal, standing there at a urinal, having a conversation with this amazing human being, and he now lives so intrinsically in my heart because we had the opportunity to connect. Because I just thanked him for doing his best right now. There's amazing stories coming up about the socks that are it's going to be going through the roof. But I'm just so excited. Oh, I love it. Well, I don't want to go on too much tonight. I'm going to start popping up a little bit more regularly now. I've got my office, and I'm going to have a little bit more poignancy, but I'm also looking to have the opportunity to speak with some more people. I'm looking forward to sharing some of the stories of the socks that really do make a difference to me, and I hope they make a difference to you. But I think that I will share a quick story before I go. Before I share the story, I want to say a massive, heartfelt thank you to Alan Stevens, Daryl Vine, and Paul Purden for being relentless in helping me find my why, for being relentless in helping me find me so that I can do more to support us. Because I think this amazing experience called life is just an extraordinary opportunity to share with us. Hey, Caroline, how are you? Hey, how are you? All the way over there in Ireland. Nice to see you. Yeah, back up and about, Caroline. We'll get you up and we'll probably do a live pretty soon. But I do want to share a story with you quickly. It was roughly 18 months ago. I met this most amazing person, Clint Stratton, and we were actually literally reconnected the other day, which I can't wait to catch up with him and have a bit of a conversation. He goes into Ward 17 every year, just before Christmas and has a yarn with the guys in there. Now, Ward 17 is 10 beds for some of our veterans who need the most support. It's a beautiful place where they really do care and look after one another. Thank you, Caroline. And this magical place it supports 10 people at all times, has in these beds. Now, I was very lucky that Clint took socks in for the guys, and they touched their heart. They really connected with them. So much so that they actually rang me and individually had a conversation with me about socks and why I do what I do. I didn't have my why at that point, but I did have my life story to share with them and to connect with them properly, which was beautiful. 18 months goes by. I didn't think too much of it. I just was really grateful to have that opportunity to connect with them. Probably a month ago, maybe a little bit less, I get a picture sent to me of a guy standing at the front door in his socks. Now, I was gifted the most beautiful picture, just from a builder that I was part of a network with 8 years ago, and we're still somebody that I really love and cherish. Wayne Preston, I think the world of you. I hope you know that. Sent me a photo, and I'm like, "That's awesome! Where's this?" Now Wayne lives out in Warrakanabeel, which is the northeast part of. Thanks, Caroline. So I'll just throw that up there. Love the nails. My daughter would be impressed. She does. Well, there you go. Look, apparently these are going all right, so I might end up keeping them. We'll see how we go. Anyway, so we right out in the northwest of Victoria, and never eat soggy wheat bix. Sorry, couldn't help myself there. Right out in the northwest of Victoria, and he's gone to a job. Hey, Beryl, love you, Beryl. Thank you for everything you've been doing in recent times and keeping the Businesses Smiles page going. I love you, and I can't wait to catch up because I have had to have some time off, as you know, but we'll talk. Thank you, Beryl. You're a gorgeous human being. So he's gone to this job, right, in the middle of nowhere, and the guy's wearing the socks. He asks the question, he goes, those socks? He goes, yeah. Tell me about those socks. He goes, I received them when I was in Ward 17. He goes, I wear them all the time. And he goes, that's my mate. He goes, no. He goes, yeah. He took a photo and sent it to me, and then told me why he sent it to me. He told me the story about where they were, and it just filled my heart. It just filled my heart that we can touch hearts just by saying thank you to one another, you know, and gifting people the opportunity to have a pair of socks. They're not just a pair of socks. There's a piece of each and every one of us in these socks, because we all have dark days, yeah? But there is more, there's more sunshine, there is dark days. And when you get moments like that, you can't do anything but fill your heart, because life is better with a smile. How does that feel to you? Throw it up in the comments. I'd love to know how that feels to you to hear that. Life is better with a smile, because life is better with a smile. I'm still getting used to the feeling of it, because it was such a journey. Like, it was a couple of months just to get that one statement. But I'm so grateful I found it. I'm so grateful I found the one message that I can turn around. What do? You know, I support our community because life is better with a smile. How cool is that? Anyway, I don't want to hang around too long tonight, because I sort of, as I said earlier, a little bit nervous. I've still done probably 20 minutes of just conversation. I'm going to be up a little bit more talking about life, sharing stories, sharing moments in time that create smiles, because thank you, Caroline. I think it's important. I think it's important to get back up and start again. Not even start again, but just continue the journey of actually sharing the stories out here, sharing the stories. Oh, Mitch, love you. What a good man. Sorry, Mitch, I'm going to talk about this man here, Mitch Whiting. Mitch, the support and love that you give my son, I can't thank you enough for. Hopefully you've heard me talk about the Yu-Gi-Oh community, and it's a community of guys that play this absolutely amazing card game. I don't know anything about it. They'll tell you how bad how much I know about it. I don't want to know anything about it. It's Oscars. But guys like Mitch, Josh, Jackson, Axel, all these beautiful men that support my child. He's not really a child, man, child, but just honestly, just support him with love in their hearts. I couldn't think of a better, more supportive community than that community. Mitch, you mean the world to me, and I can't thank you enough for everything you do with Oscar. So thank you. Just a little bit sideways, don't I? But I love it. And the names pop up, and have a look at this. Just in the comments, Caroline and Ireland, we're connected through a pair of socks on the Campfire Project, and we live in each other's hearts, and it's so beautiful. Beryl Wilson. One day we'll share the story of how Beryl and I really connected. And my love goes out to you today, Beryl. Brett lives in my heart too, but you know that. Sarah, like we haven't met face to face yet, but you've been on the journey with us, and I can't thank you enough for popping up and enjoying the heartfelt smile that we constantly give. The rawness of that. So always love you sharing from your heart, as you're always there. Keep going on your journey. You're contributing to a need in the world. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, as I think we do. I think we live in a world where it's changing. The way things are going is changing, and I think the one thing that is important to me is connection. Connection with a smile. Bring that heartfelt connection, and I'm so grateful that I get to do that. And like even here, it's just amazing. So anyway, I was only going to pop up for 5 minutes. I popped up for 20 plus minutes. You're going to see more of me. Can't wait to pop up again. Can't wait to share some stories. And I can't wait to do the things I want to do. I think next time I'll pop up, and I'm going to try and pop up weekly, I want to share with you a vision. I want to share with you a vision that I want to create, a vision that really is going to make a difference. There are so many good men in our communities, and I want to honor them. I want to honor our good men. I want to project positive male role modeling. I want to project men that are stepping up to try and change the narrative inside their own lives and give that to our children. My other half, James Short, what a beautiful, beautiful man. What a man that has gifted me the opportunity to grow into who I am. Mr. Smiles. I'm going to own that, right? Because he was there by my side. Now it's family time. Now it's time to support his daughter and give her every opportunity he possibly can. Love that man. I can't thank him enough for everything he's done. I will get him back on just to, wrap things up properly, because I think that's really important. Alan Stevens, Paul Purden, and Daryl Vine. This journey that we're about to embark on, this opportunity of creating smiles, of creating connection, of supporting our men in ways that are yet to be seen. I can't wait for this. I can't wait to bring this magic to our communities, because you know what? We're bloody well worth it. We really are. And because life is seriously better with a smile, yeah, on every front. Right. From my heart to yours, thank you so much for popping up tonight. Thank you so much for indulging me, getting back up here on the screen, for being a part of this amazing journey called the Business of Smiles. I'm so grateful for you taking the time right now just to pop up and say good day. Have an amazing night, and I really look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Right now, I wonder if they've moved the button. All right, take care. Ciao.